Okay, so let's start today's training. Today's training will cover calendars app. So first, let's start with setting up calendars app. So we'll go to calendar bookings from our panel. Here we can also add team members. So let's go to settings from the left hand side and we'll click on team member. New team member. You can enter username here. So for example, Chavi. You will enter the email from which the team member will be able to log in here. For example, team@gmail.com and enter password for team member, then phone number and create. So a new team member is created. Now here under settings, when we click on availability, we can set admin availabilities here. So you can set timings according to your schedules for different days. So, for example, if I'm available on Saturday, I can simply turn this on. And if I'm not available on Wednesday, I can turn it off from here. I can change the timings from here. And if I'm available in two slots, then I can simply click on this plus icon and add my other slots timing here. So, for example, if I'm available again after 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., I can set it like this. We can also add date overrides. So, for example, if we are not available on 26 Jan, so I can simply mark unavailable all day directly from here, or I can also change the timings for a particular date from here. Then we will click on add date override and save schedule. Next, let's see how we can integrate Zoom with calendars. So for this, from the left-hand side, we will go to apps, click on meeting app. You can simply enter app name here. So for example, let's enter training for now. I will select my app as Zoom Meet and continue. Then we will simply enter our Zoom details here and sign in. So once you enter all the details, a Zoom app will be created and it will be integrated with your calendars app. So this will look like this. Next, let's create an event. So from the left hand side, when I go to events, I can simply click on add event here. Here we will enter event details. So this will be event title. Let's keep this tutorial. You can enter a webhook URL if you want. This is optional. You can enter the event description here. So for example, let's say automations training. You can set your start date and end date here. If you don't want the event to end, you can simply select the end date, which is in the next year. This will be the admin phone number that you will enter here, and you can enter admin email here. You can select the event type as either paid or free. So let's go with free now. You can also upload event logo. So this will be visible when people will book events. Now next, here you will enter booking details. So we will start with booking calendar name. Let's keep this calendars only. So calendars. You will set slot duration for bookings here. This will be in minutes. So let's keep this 45 minutes. And you can also set booking status from here. So if you want to approve each and every booking that you receive, you will set this to pending. And if you want that as soon as the user books any appointment, it should be directly approved. You can select approved here. Let's keep this to pending now. Meeting type can be single or multiple. So in a single meeting, there can be a single meeting can be only booked once if you select single, and if you select multiple, Then a group of people, which you can limit here. So for example, 10. Then 10 people can book a single meeting. You can set reminder times here. So this can be 30 minutes, 60 minutes. So this will be prior to the event. So if my booking slot is for 9:30 a.m., before half an hour, at 9 a.m., before 60 minutes, at 8:30 a.m., I will receive reminders. So I can set that reminder time here. Now next, we have host and Zoom details. Here we will select the host. So these are the people to whom the bookings will be allotted. So I can select admin and the created team member, Chavi. So this here round robin allotment is done. So for example, there is a slot for 9 a.m. So the first person that will book a slot for 9 a.m. will be assigned to this host, which is selected first, so admin in this case. And the second person that will select 9 a.m. slot will be allotted to Chavi, team member. Then the slot will disappear. No one will be able to book uh, two after the same slot is booked two times. Then you can select location type from here. So it can be manual or Zoom. If you are selecting Zoom Meet, you can use the Zoom account source. So this will be the Zoom that we have already integrated. So let's use admin Zoom account here. So we'll select Zoom account. We can also add redirect URL here. So this is the URL on which the user is redirected once they book a meeting. Now next, let's create this. Now, if you want custom fields in your event, you can again click on edit and add custom fields. Now, next, when we click on this first icon, this is booking calendar. Users can book via this link, which is on the top. You can simply share this link with your customers and they will get a calendar like this. They can simply select the date and slot for the meeting from here. They will have to enter booking details, so their name, email, phone number, and detail 1 to 5 and identifier 1 to 5. These are the custom details that you can add if you want. These are optional. So let's click on confirm. Okay. Now this meeting is scheduled. Let's go back to the calendars page. Now here, if I want to see my booking and admin control of bookings, so basically if I want to cancel, reschedule, approve or reject any booking, I can do it from here. Now here, as we can see, booking is created for test name. I can see email, WhatsApp number here, and I also have the Zoom meeting link created here. So this is the link from which the user will be able to access afterwards. Now, if I want to update this meeting status, if I click on this red icon, this is for cancel booking. The blue one is to reschedule, and the green one is to approve this booking. If we have multiple bookings and we want to approve or reject them together, we can simply click on this checkbox, which is on the top, and select from here. Now next, you can set your event availability. So for example, I have different availability for this event. I have different availability for this event. So we'll simply click on the schedule icon, event availability. And I can change the schedule for this event from here. Now the schedule that we changed or set in the settings part was for admin or case of team members account, it is for team. And the schedule which we are setting here is for event. Next, we can also send WhatsApp and email alerts directly from here. So for that, we'll have to go to apps from left hand side. Now, similar to connecting Zoom account, we'll have to connect our email services and WhatsApp services. So let's start with email services first. Here, if I have to add an email service, I have to enter SMTP details here. So now, for example, if you have a Yahoo account, you can simply Google Yahoo SMTP details. This are same for everyone. So you can use this server address, port number, and encryption from here. Username will be your Yahoo email address. And for password, you will have to generate app password, which you can do from securities section in Yahoo. So here you can enter details as per your account and then you simply click on create. Next is WhatsApp services. So you can connect the WhatsApp channel for calendar it says, or you can also connect your own WhatsApp channel. So if it's a calendars bot WhatsApp channel, you will have two options. You can select registration or reminder from here itself and then simply click on next and a calendars channel will be added. Now, if you want to connect your own channel, we will again click on connect WA channel, add own WhatsApp channel, next. Now here you can enter any title. Let's add training for now. To get API URL, WABA ID, phone number ID, access token, version, and channel ID, you will have to go to your WhatsApp API account. Here we will click on go to channels, three dots, and access token. So here you will get all the details that you need to connect your own WhatsApp channel. You will simply copy them and paste them here. Now next is email alerts. So you can simply create a template from here for emails. So you can enter template name, template subject, for example, reminders, and trigger event. So you can select from various options, booking created, updated, cancelled, rejected, and many more. So let's take booking reminder for now. Now you'll have to drag and drop the elements that you want to use. So for example, if I want to start with heading, then I want to add some text. Like this, I can add the elements that I want to use and then I can simply click on the element and edit it from here.
ये तो खा लो नहीं वो बस ये नहीं खाई तूने क्यों मतलब ढंग की चीज तो
And also change different characteristics of the text. Now next, let's go to WA alerts. So here, when I click on all WhatsApp templates, the templates that I created in my WhatsApp API account that I have connected will automatically be loaded here. They will be synced here, and I can simply click on create alert. This is the calendar channel. I will click on create alert. Select event type. So again, you can select from various options. This time, let's take booking created. You will select channel from which you want to send the alerts. So it can be calendar's own channel also, and if you want, it can be your WhatsApp API account also. I'm selecting calendar channel, and we have templates created. So let's take booking approved event type here, and then let's take template booking approved. Now this is the template that is already created. I will simply map the variables here. So for example, hello name. When we click on variables here, I can copy the variable from here and paste it here. Next is your appointment for event. So this is for title. We will copy event title variable here and paste it. Next is booking date. So again, we can copy from here and booking time. Now you can set whom do you want to send this notification. So it can be admin, host, or attendee. So I only want to send notifications to the attendee as the host will be approving the meeting. So I'll not select admin and host, and then click on create. So as this alert is already created, duplicate templates are not allowed. But like this, you can create alerts for different triggers. And for example, if it is for booking approved, then as soon as the booking is approved here, and WhatsApp alert will be sent to the host or attendee, whatever option you select. Okay. Next, from the left-hand side, we also have calendars here. Here you can see all your upcoming bookings, and you can also approve, reject, or reschedule your bookings from here. So when I click on them, I can simply click on a date and slot to reschedule from here, and I can change the booking status from here. So this is currently pending. Let's change this to approved and update status. Also, from the left-hand side, when we click on schedule, now this is the schedules list for all the events. So if I don't want to change for um, events from the events page, I can see all the schedules here also and update them from here. Now let's see how can we create mini apps and chatbots for appointment booking. So let's start with mini apps first. I have a mini app created. We will share this link with you. So you can simply clone this mini app template. We can simply click on clone here. We'll have the option to change the flow name if we want. So let's give this appointment booking flow to. You can select the category for the same, and you'll have to select the WhatsApp channel in which you have to clone this flow, and then click on create flow. So here, when I click on edit screens, this is the flow that I cloned right now. We will also share this template with you guys so that you can also clone this flow directly. Now, what is happening in this flow is the first is welcome screen. As soon as the user clicks on start booking, in the next screen, we are sending them a dynamic drop down to choose from the available events. So here in the data source, when we see, we have added fetch all events data source from calendars. So in the next screen, this is the dynamic drop down that we have added, and we have simply mapped data accessors here. We get this from the recent part. In the next screen, again, we have used data source, and here we are fetching available dates by mapping the event ID that the user selects from the previous screen. And we are again using a dynamic drop down in which we are mapping the available dates. Next is for slot. Again, in the data source, we are fetching available slots. We are entering the event ID and booking date that the user is selecting in the previous screens. And according to that, available slots are fetched for the same date and event, and they are shown here in a dynamic drop-down. Next, we are sending a confirmation uh, screen to the user. So we are mapping all the events and date and slot that the user has selected to confirm. If the user clicks on continue, then we are taking some basic booking details from the user that we need from them. And when the user clicks on book, a new booking is created in Calendars app. So here, when I see on create booking, we have added a data source where we are mapping all the details needed to create a new booking here. These are the ones that the user has selected or entered. So as soon as the user is clicking on book, we have used on-click action as data exchange for create booking, which is a data source that we have already added. So you can simply clone this native flow and use. This is how it works. Next, let's go to chatbot. So we will go to bot builder. Here, when I click on create bot flow, we can select trigger as, let's say, hot keyword book appointments. We will start with using native calendar block. Select fetch available event. We will save response to a JSON bot field. Now, whenever we will save response for fetch available events, dates, and slots, we will be in a JSON bot field. So, let's see one example of how to create it, and you can do the same in REST 2 also. So, we will simply copy response from here, click on add field, bot field, label can be available event, field type will be JSON, and you can simply paste the response here and click on create field. We will select save response to field from here. Okay, so let's take this test one for now. Now next, we will send a question block in which we will use dynamic list. So let's click on ask question, interactive message. You can enter bodies. So for example, select event, send choices as this will be dynamic. Delivery type will be list. You can enter opener button text here. So for it, let's keep the select event. You can also enter section title. So you select the field here. So as I saved available events in test bot field, I will select that here. Now for map to map option title, here I click on this option for mapping, and I can simply select title here. So this will be the event title. Next is description. So let's take event description here. And in map option value, let's map event ID. So in map option value, we map the value that has to be used in the next step. So as I actually want event ID, I will map option value as item ID. Now we have to save this response also. So let's create a custom field for event selected, and the field type will be string now. So save response to event selected. I will also update the waiting time so that the bot does not move forward. Now once the user selects the event, let's add another block. For native calendar, we will use fetch available date. So you'll have to map the event ID here. Now we are storing this event ID in event selected custom field. So we will map event selected custom field, save response to appointment date. Let's save this to available dates. So again, this is a JSON bot field and save. Now next, we will again add a question block with dynamic list option. So select ask question, interactive message. Here my body can be select appointment date. Send choices as dynamic. You can select delivery type as list here, and you can change the list opener button text and section title if you want. You'll have to select field here. So I have saved fetch available dates response in available dates. So I'll use that. To map option title, again we'll click on this option. Now my title will be date. My description can be day. And for option value, I'll have to map item date again, as this is what I want to use later. So next, I'll again update response waiting time, and I will save the response to appointment date. Now we have already fetched available event day. Now we will use fetch available slot. So we'll go to native calendars, fetch available slots, enter event ID. So this is saved in custom field event selected, and date is saved in custom field appointment date. You can save this response to appointment slot. So for this also, you'll have to use a JSON bot field. Then save. Next, we'll use ask question log, interactive message, enter body, then choices as dynamic, delivery type will be less. Here you can change the button text and section title if you want. You'll have to select field. So this was appointment slot. Map option title will be slot. For description, I can use date. And again, option value will be item slot. Save response to slot. And again, I'm updating response waiting time. So once all the details are received, we can also take some basic booking details that we need from the user. We will automatically get WhatsApp number from the number which they are running the bot. We can take the user's email. So for example, kindly enter email. We can save this response to a custom field. Next can be, let's say, kindly enter a note. And we also get name automatically. So kindly enter note, save response to note, and save. Now, as I have received all the details needed to create a new booking, my next block will be native calendar, create new booking. Here we will map event ID. So this will be event selected. Date will be appointment date. Timing is slot. So this is saved in slot custom field. Name we will simply map some custom field. Email we have already asked the user and saved it in this custom field. In phone number, we can simply map WABA, WhatsApp number of the user. And we have also taken a note from the user. So let's also add that here. Now after this, it's optional for you to add any identifiers or custom details if you want. If you want to do so, you can add questions like email and note before creating a new booking and then map the answers here directly. And then we'll simply click on save.